Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. I want to welcome all of you to this truthful channel. And if you're watching this video, take your 1 or 2 seconds, click that subscribe button, and remember to turn on your notification bell, ladies and gentlemen. I have in several occasions said that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, in few days to come, will find it very difficult to operate in Kenya. Why? Because as we speak, he is already in loggerheads with companies. Not only companies, he is in loggerheads with government ministries. Why? The DP has decided to act all-knowing, a man who doesn't want to consult and get to understand what is happening in Kenya before rushing to the media to respond using allegations and guesswork. And surprisingly, the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto, has decided to let him operate like that. There could be some reasons behind that. Ruto has given him the freedom just to speak whatever you wish. It's upon you. To my own view, the character exhibited from our Deputy President is the character of a person who doesn't accept correction, the person who does not want learning, the person who doesn't want to read, the person who doesn't want to find out. If he doesn't have an understanding of something, he shouldn't rush to make comments. Our Deputy President rushed to comment and said that Kenya is broke and only 93 million was found in the account. You saw the Minister for Finance, Ekuru Yatani, responding to him and said, those are propaganda. Ignore them. It did not end there. Rigathi Gachagua went ahead and claimed that they are unable to purchase fuel or they are unable to import fuel because there is no foreign currency left in CBK, Central Bank of Kenya. The CBK Governor, Mr. Njoroge, came out in public and told Gachagua to understand how CBK works. There is no foreign currency that is being provided by the CBK. Rigathi did not end there. He went ahead and claimed that Kenya Airways is making losses because it has been operating under state capture. What I'm going to analyze today. You remember there is this guy called the Nandi Senator, Honorable Cherargei, came in public and said that people should stop from responding to Rigathi Gachagua on social media and they should follow the right channels. But I want to ask him, is the Deputy President who is being responded to following due procedure to get the correct information from the relevant dockets before making responses carelessly on media. So why do you want the responses to follow due procedure, yet the person who is being responded to has refused to follow the due procedure? After those remarks on Citizen TV, when he was being interviewed, Rigathi said that the Kenya Airways for a very long time has been under state capture. And Kenya Airways never took this lightly. They had to respond to put records straight. Ladies and gentlemen. And this is what they responded. You know, Gachagua said that the KQ, that is the Kenya Airways, has been under state capture to benefit a few individuals. You understand the individuals he's talking about. Rigathi will never stop complaining. Rigathi will never stop blaming people. Rigathi will never understand that he is now in government and the campaign period ended. This is what Kenya Airways responded to a press release. Kenya Airways, through its chairman, Michael Joseph, said the national courier had entered into lease agreements with the renowned international companies that manage hundreds of aircraft leased to different international airlines globally. The number of aircraft that are operated by the KQ under two different models. This include long-term leases with an option to purchase the aircraft at the end of the agreement, and operating leases where the lessor and the lessee agree to a plan for a set period of time exchange for regular payments. Joseph dismissed claims that they were paying above market rates fees for services. He said, for services offered to the airlines, saying the costs are within the prevailing market rates at the time of negotiating the transactions. He said that he continued to say that KQ board and management have been engaging with the lessors to reduce the overall costs of the aircraft lease rentals. And he said, on ownership of the airline, KQ is a publicly listed company with the government of Kenya as the majority shareholder. The government owns 48.9% of the carrier, followed by KQ lenders, which are banks that converted KQ's debt into shares in 2017 at 38.1%. Dutch carrier KLM has 7.8%. Minority shareholders have 2.8%. And employees of the airline hold 2.4%. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, number one, CBK dismissed Rigathi Gachagua. The Ministry of Finance dismissed Rigathi Gachagua. Today, Kenya Airways is dismissing Rigathi Gachagua's sentiments. On Citizen TV interview, this is what Rigathi Gachagua said. We had discussions with the Kenya Airways and they have the highest fares on the continent, and their planes are always full, but they make losses. We are trying to deal with that state capture so that we can bring down the cost of the operations of the airlines so that they can make profits. That is regarding Gachagua, ladies and gentlemen. This is a clear indication that Rigathi going forward will find it very difficult to operate. Why? The ministries are up in arms to make sure that the Rigathi Gachagua looks kiddish, looks unsophisticated, looks unlearned, looks uninformed, looks empty, and looks an all-knowing man knowing nothing. You know, the things I've been saying on this platform are coming to reality. That William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua might not work together going forward. And Ruto has refused to defend him. He has left him to operate like that. Speak, carry your own cross. Period. It will reach a time whereby everybody will be responding to the deputy as they wish. And remember, during the campaigns, William Ruto promised that in my tenure, I won't let my deputy, if I become the president, to be treated in a humiliating way that I've gone through as a deputy president. But this time round, William Ruto has given freedom to ministers the power to respond to Rigathi Gachagua. But I don't blame them. I entirely blame Gachagua because he is a man who has decided to work on his own without working closely with the relevant ministries to try and find out what is going on, so that in case he is called for a press interview, he is able to defend with facts at the fingertips. Rigathi is being invited to a press conference. He wakes up from his home, he takes a shower, goes live on TV. He is asked questions, he doesn't have facts, he just responds. What kind of a deputy president are we having in Kenya? What kind of class is this? But I want to tell Kenyans, Wakenya wenzangu, mimi I don't hide. I tell you the way it is. This is your deputy president. The court served you hot. Please consume your meal before it gets cold. He has been served to you as he is. Don't complain. Don't ask anyone. Please use him for the next 5 or 10 years the way he is. What picture is Gachagua creating to international markets? You remember, Ruto's manifesto anchors itself on transforming Kenya's economy. But surprisingly, the person helping Ruto to run the manifesto has zero knowledge on where the Kenya's economy is, where it has come from, and where it's heading to. He has zero understanding. What an interesting country to live in, at this time. Expect more drama to unfold. Remember, Gachagua said, when he was campaigning, he said, instead of having big companies like Safaricom, we will close them down and give that money to Mama Mboga so that they can be able to pay high taxes. Could this be one of the strategies? Why has William Ruto left his deputy president to operate this far? The reason is one. He has decided to let him fail, so that in 2027, when he picks another person, no one will complain, because he will have a valid reason. Yes, I brought Rigathi, he has failed. Don't blame me, blame himself for failing. You remember Ruto telling him in public, Rigathi, though he did not mention him by name, he said, you know, some of the high-ranking government officers embarrass us by not even knowing how to hold a spoon. He was directly attacking Gachagua, who from the previous day had been seen on Citizen TV eating without even... Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, finally, let me say this. Expect drama and tough times ahead. That is your Gachagua. Guide him or leave him. Correct him or leave him. It's up to you. We care less. God bless you. Asanteni sana.